stop the axe, though, right? Of course, you now need that level 20. Ice Frog decided it was a little bit ridiculous that you can win $8 million by just farming to level 15 on one hero. So he decided to move it up to the 20 talent. The Spirit's actually no longer slow as well, which takes a lot of the
How is it
out.
unfair when they are the only ones doing it? No one else believed that it could
No,
work.
someone else did it at TI9, didn't they? I don't remember off the top of my head. Someone else used it, not against them, though. OG, they were the ones to be using it. But this last pick, Lifestealer, though, the Golden Retriever set that Jackie now has is going to be a little bit difficult for them, though, isn't it? Especially because of how well of a lane matchup he has. And really, the only thing he needs to be careful for is the lasso.
Yeah, it was a very, very good 24th pick. We were speculating about the Lifestealer being a very strong ultimate last pick there. Only needs to worry about the lasso, and he has the Legion to bail him out from that. He has a good lane matchup against the Centaur. They have no other heroes that can deal with the Rage. It's just overall a very, very solid pick.
Yep.
Boom has to do very well from the lanes. They have to be exceptionally ahead during the laning phase for them to be able to run this Lifestealer over.
Yeah, that's going to be the important part here, and you're not going to be allowed to do that one either with the Stampede, as, I mean, once he's raged, he's got basically a free TP out at this point.
They're gonna have the global presence later. I feel like maybe they can't deal with the Lifestealer directly, but their heroes are gonna be able to farm the map. They're gonna have probably a travel on the bat. There's gonna be a relocate. There's gonna be a stampede. Yeah, I feel like they could just try to outfarm them.
Really? A
timings.
travel on the position 4 bat? I mean, it's pretty core on the item.
Yeah,
you need the mobility.
You still want to buy travel even if you're support.
So expensive, though. That's basically all he's gonna have.
It's like the core of the hero. Like when you're playing support, if you're not buying a travel, what are you gonna buy? Drums? You're still.
You can go. There's a few different items. Drums, mech. What's the other one? Solar, not Solar Crest.
To be Bat Rider.
Medallion.
To be Bat Rider, you need the Bat Mobile. The boots of travel.
The Bat Mobile. That is absolutely correct. If that is not mobile, he cannot save Gotham, and they're in for some serious troubles there, right?
Commissioner Gordon will be upset.
He's going to be very upset indeed. As top lane, we actually don't have the Dispel up there, the LC, so that is going to be making this lane a little bit more difficult for the AA. So that's going to be something to just watch out for. Keep your eyes on that matchup. But mid lane is going pretty well here. Just about even for both heroes. Makoto up to 4 souls. I like to say this every single time SF is picked, but they did rework the Necromastery, so it's not as punishing for an early death or even a mid-game death. You don't have to farm those 36 souls back up. Now you're just back up to 20. So it really helps the hero.
Yeah, we've seen them use this hero 2 days ago.
The courier.
They played him as like a carry, like a win condition, a semi-win condition with like a physical damage with what? SMY, Satanic.
That's a big mistake, actually. Hyde could have killed that courier before that. I think they probably had the stick, but that was full wand being delivered just now, and he could have easily killed that courier. Sorry to continue your point, though.
I forgot my point thanks to you.
Ah, well, I apologize.
SF being a win condition.
SF being a win condition, indeed.
He's gonna share it with. I'm not sure how strong the IO is gonna be as a win condition right now. It's probably gonna have to share some of the burden with the Shadow Fiend as a tower damage. Because I think what they're gonna look to achieve is like the SF is gonna have a lot of like tanky items, and the IO is actually gonna be playing more of like a supporting role for the Shadow Fiend later in the game.
I'm not sure about that because the carry wisp really, I mean, it's bread and butter. In fact, it's gluten.
I mean, sure,
you
rush the axe. Okay, you rush the axe, but later in the game, you're not gonna close out. You're not gonna kill the buildings. You know?
Yeah, but the point I bring that up is that the Wisp, Dream Cell's not gonna be joining Makoto here for these early engagements, these early pushes. Maybe he's gonna join the Talon, much like a Spectre is, because of the global presence.
Later in the game, I feel like they could make it so that the Shadow Fiend becomes their win condition. They have the Abaddon and Io to back him up.
Yeah.
In the early game, the Io gets its Aghanims, and you're gonna try to fight, and I think you're probably gonna play with the Abaddon most of the time.
Yeah.
Because you're strong together.
Yeah.
But after the mid-late game, when the Shadow Fiend acquires enough items and you're pushing, you're gonna want to play with him.
Yeah. Level 2.
Fight to the death!
There. Yeah, they're trying to.
To the death.
But just getting a bit low. I mean, all this trading is going to just end up being much more efficient here for Boom Esports, though.
Yeah, they have to be careful not to get baited in because of the heals here.
Yeah. It's some pretty dumb heals that you have, especially under the tower.
Oh, no.
Oh, hi. Speaking of getting
Where
baited.
is my Bat Mobile?
Yeah.
I am dead.
No Bat Mobile. And the Golden Retriever is going to kill him. It's the new Bat Rider villain. So they're actually going to get a kill onto Dreamcell as well down
Oh,
bottom.
what happened to the heals? Oh, he has no heal?
No, so something that I actually noticed was that Kezcute, I'm not sure if it was Kezcute or Dreamcell, it was probably Kezcute, but he ended up using the healing salve on himself rather than the Wisp. Which
mistakes were made.
Is a mistake, yeah.
But don't you want to have 1-1-1 at least because of the value of having the 1 point miss for the heal during tether?
I would be inclined to agree with you.
0-2-1 is not efficient.
No.
He doesn't, I think he doesn't really play, like generally it happens to people who don't play IO, you forget about the value point in like getting a heal or getting a salve pop on the IO instead of yourself because generally you don't have the hero in the game and you don't really think about that.
Yeah. Well, you know, and it's kind of funny that you mentioned that because, of course, that is the position 5 hero there. He's playing on the ABBA this time, right? So it seems like something he might remember. And, you know, to his credit, they did heavily nerf Tether early on in order to try and force you to take some more levels because I think it's only like 1.1 times the healing given. It used to be 1.5 at every single level, but now it's quite low. As you can see, the healing amp.
0.6.
Yeah, it's not really that much.
It's still value.
It's still value. I mean, because of course you're getting basically at least 2 point whatever times the efficiency out of the single healing salve.
It's still, I feel like it's still good enough to take 1 point. I'm not saying that you should max the missed call in the lane, but it's good to have 1 point.
Exactly, and I completely agree with you there, as we will be going for your classic first item which maybe he's actually not even going to fight with the ABBA, maybe he's just going to get a Centaur Conqueror and, you know,
fight with himself.
Friendship ended with ABBA. Centaur Conqueror is now my best friend, and not even Centaur War Runner, just his small cousin is what he prefers to fight with.
Oh, now that's lore too? Small cousin?
Yeah, I don't know if that's lore, but I'd like to think it is.
Blame everything on the law.
Just blame everything on the lore as well. A lot of people were a bit disappointed in the changes to the Centaur War Runner. Were you among those because of the the passive Retaliator return now being changed into kind of a boring passive? With the upswing, of course, that now everything is just back to, you know, a multiplier of your strength.
I don't really fancy the hero.
Okay.
I don't like playing this hero.
Suns fans would be disappointed to hear that, as FBZ will be
Fearless.
baited out. And they might even get 2 here, as Hyde actually is going to get caught. That's going to be a 2-for-1 special here for Fearless.
That's why you need to control the runes. Runes are going to create a lot of opportunities for you.
Oh, nice job there. Of course, to Samuel, you can change the circle as many times as you want. Whoa, the damage there onto Kezcute needs to be careful.
Heal my friend!
Trying to come through. Look at that Dreamcell even going for the body blocks, but it's not going to save his poor little ABBA.
You wish you could do miscoil on the IO.
Yep. Well, yeah, because you can no longer deny yourself with that. That's absolutely true. That's a very good point here. But yeah, this bot lane now going pretty nicely. In fact, all the lanes really going quite nicely, aren't they? 0 and 5 in favor here of Motivate.Trust Gaming.
If the Radiant lineup has lost their side lanes, I mean, Centaur's still farming really well because Centaur is the focal point. During the early stage, you want to go to his lane to kill the tower because he's very strong at doing that with the Retaliate. I think that's still possible for them. The Shadow Fiend is going to play for more like a greedy role here. After picking up the Haste Rune, perfect rotation, comes in, saves the Aether Remnant for the TPing Bat Rider.
Yep.
Buy 1, free 1, bonus.
BOGO, indeed. As he even gets both of ththose kills himself. Makoto's just walking over to see if he can get a kill in return.
I'm trying to help guys, but I am a Shadow friend.
I'm helping, but I'm a Shadow friend.
I do not have disabled.
Oh, that was in the replay. But yeah, Makoto here on the SF. I think to your point as well, a good thing with the Centaur is that SF usually lacks a bit of mobility to actually get off a meaningful Requiem. But thanks to Stampede.
He's going to be standing and delivering this game. I think his right clicks are going to be the more important thing. Requiem's more like, I feel like it's going to be a defensive tool here for him. Or maybe you're going to land some with the lasso, pulling someone to
Yeah, lasso. I was thinking, I mean, you want to really kill these supports. We saw how impactful a Rubik versus a Bat Rider could be yesterday in our series, right? Nearly turning the game against, who was a Geek Fam, wasn't it? They almost got gone on.
And here we go. Void Spirits again rotating, but that's an Observer at this time, so they know he is coming.
Yeah, FBZ is going to dodge this one out. He's even got the skill point in Stampede at the ready in case he were to get caught.
Okay, now the Void Spirit TP's back mid lane. They see him, they know he's not going to be able to move. So, are they going to be able to take advantage of this? They don't really have heroes that can gank, because both of their supports have no stuns.
Yeah. Well, Not true.
Yet.
Not yet. Not yet they don't, but already you can see the stacks
Come on,
beginning
Richie.
to form.
You know they don't have stuns now.
No, but Requiem, as soon as he levels it.
They're support.
I know. So already I think we saw
Are
a
you
triple.
calling Shadow Friend a support?
Well, he does have some lockdown as the Rubik will be TPing top. Speaking of lockdown, they're going to try for FBZ. He's got Stampede here, even with the open wounds. I don't really see how this is going to be possible. Rubik might close the gap as, no, the cold feet are not going to do the trick in time. That'll be the, well, actually just one rotation for Stop, but a TP is quite meaningful off of a Rubik. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's going a bit far for this. He's got plenty of friends for him now. Fearless looking to try and man fight, but they have the Aponic Shields. Good chase. We don't actually have another Astral Step, but another Aether Remnant might buy him enough time.
Very nice. All
Nicely
right.
done.
Well played. Well played.
Did a good job there using the terrain to his
And
advantage.
he also saved one Astral Step. He didn't fully commit because he knows that he might not be able to get the kill, and he's just like baiting heroes to TPing and getting out. And he even forced the Stampede. That's a huge play by the Void Spirit.
Yep, that's the type of poking and prodding that you hear a lot of casters talk about.
Don't go all in.
Don't go all in. Just poke out a big ulti.
Have a contingency plan, you know.
It's all it takes. It's all it takes. As there's the Helm of the Dominator. New best friend is enemy melee creep. He's going to be running around with, which, it's just basically
So
there
what's
to
the
tank.
build? So you go Helm, and then what do you do?
Usually you go Helm, maybe one more utility item
And
if
then
you're
the
a bit
axe.
greedy, and then straight into that Aghanim Scepter.
What is the item, the middle item, after the Helm? So do you go like a
I'm
drums or
looking here.
Vlads?
I don't know. I don't think you go drums this game. If Vlad's has some value for your SF, like you said, it's going to be a heavy right-clicking game
How
for
about
him.
Solar Crest? Is that?
No, not on a core Wisp. You definitely Solar Crest is going to be too expensive first of all, and the medallion doesn't offer you nearly enough, especially because
So
as a Wisp,
Vlads is the only middle ground.
basically Vlad's or a drums I could realistically see here for the Wisp. But because I think we have an SF, I think he's just going to maybe go straight for the Ags after the Magic Wand. Maybe a Bracer or something, just to keep him a little bit tankier.
Bracer? Bracer for core IO?
Yeah.
I guess it's still useful.
Yeah, it's still quite useful for him.
But you need to be greedy.
I agree. I don't know. I'm part of me is thinking, oh, go on Midas, but I think Motivate.Trust, they're a little bit
Midas?
too fast for a Midas this game on a Wisp.
Lifestealer's the only one going for Midas. Is he going for Midas? Oh no,
he's going for
skipping.
Armlet. No, is that Midas already? Wow. Okay, fast
that's
Midas. Wow, Boots, Wand, and Midas here.
Not exactly the fastest. He went face boots first. If he rushed the Midas with brown boots, then it will be fast.
I think it's fast considering the items he gets, but I acknowledge your point.
I understand.
He's got full boots.
He's not going full greed.
He's not going full greed, and I think that's going to be to his benefit as we see our SF first across the 100 CS threshold. They're going to fight here, maybe just looking to poke some ultis out.
Void Spirit making some plays again, trying to... I think they were trying to see if they're stacked so they could clear, but the Shadow Fiend already... I think he already cleared everything.
Is that Bounty Rune really still top? Just chilling there for a whole minute? Okay, that's just a casual Dota bug. No worries. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I think a Wisp has actually began to farm a few stacks. You can see he's just been chilling in the jungle. He's now bottom lane. Oh, interesting. He's going for a Halberd
You
first.
like it? Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't like the Halberd.
But he likes the Halberd.
He does, and well, the Void's got eyes for him as well. Hyde is going to drop the ult, but he's going to run right. Actually, they're both going to run into the Ice Blast. Kesku going to make the rotation over, but this Wisp is going to die. Boombell credited with the kill there. As Hyde running on in, he will die next. And there we go. Now we got the spell we're looking for, the Aphotic Shield. So now you have a second Dispel. As they're looking to maybe try and turn, they will connect.
Here comes
a short
Shadow
little
Fiend.
stun. A Shadow Friend rotating over from the middle lane. As that's going to be Hyde getting controlled through the Stampede. That'll slow him down significantly. Makoto instead going for Q, but they have plenty of Dispels for him. As Makoto free to TP out. Q on a sliver of HP.
The shield.
The level 3 Aphotic Shield doing great work for him there, as he will be able to save his own skin.
7-0. Things are not going too well.
7 unanswered kills.
Shadow Friend is very farmed, and I feel like he's kind of the true win condition here, not exactly the Ire. The Ire is more like a secondary supporting core here.
I agree to an extent. I would say that you definitely need the SF here on Makoto, who is that's a big death on him.
So that's on me.
That's on you. No, but I agree. He definitely needs to be the win condition here early on. So that death is massive. Also, a second DD rune for Fearless. Thank you very much. But
runes
win games.
That's why we've always been talking about how important it is, like especially during a 4-minute rune, 6-minute rune. These two timings you want to control.
But my point more being the fact that I think the core Wisp comes in for your extra ridiculous power spike, especially at level 20. I think that's why, by the way, he's going for the intermediate item, because the Axe isn't all that good until you're level 20. Pardon me.
But
So
you would prefer the Vlads as the intermediate.
I think this game specifically, yes. But just to finish off my point, you need the SF to be fighting here. You need him to be your tempo. And then you need Wisp to come in right as he's 20 with the Ags, to slap him in the face with the Spirits and send him to game 2.
He just needs to be a tanky hero. He needs to be the frontline tower damage and everything. Even though, as much as you think that the Wisp can do damage with the Aghanim's later, but I feel like the true carry is going to be the Shadow Fiend. He's going to be clicking on the towers.
I think it's going to be actually more onto the Abba, really, to stand in front and be the tank. No, I'm serious as a support. Yes, you're going to have the SF from behind.
Are you talking about Abba yesterday when he was so rich? Not this Abba.
Not this Abba. Very different Abba, but I think the Wisp is probably going to end up being tethered to him. Could be the SF in some pushes. We'll see if it even gets that far as Motivate.Trust. They're going to take that tier 1
keep
mid.
calm. Every fight, who does Dream or Cell tether?
Who does Dream or Cell tether? Currently, it's the Hill.
Loser
troll.
buys drinks later.
Okay.
Oh wait, you already bought drinks.
Deal. Deal. That's fair. That's fair. But he's going to be making way towards that Sanj. A little bit more. Yeah, the Halberds, I mean, it's okay this game, but we might even get caught here as the rotation. Astral step forward. The Aether on it. Nope, it's only going to catch the Hill Troll instead. Spell stolen here is, I'm not too sure. There it is. It's the Mist Coil that they've got. Oh, you're always going to be looking for the Aphotic Shield, though. A second Dispel, especially on Rubik, is so strong. That's going to be the goal.
What is the best?
Oh, actually, they're fighting bottom, actually. They're fighting bottom. I heard drums get popped. The Bat Rider, I think he's going to be looking for a lasso, chasing the Lifestealer down there. But I don't think he's going to be able to catch up in time. Like I said, there's just simply... Oh, they got Ice Blasted as well, so they're going to be forced to back off. There's just no catch besides the lasso.
Yeah, but by the way, I think Aphotic Shield is probably the best thing he can steal in the game here. And the Centaur Storm probably... Yeah, but Aphotic has a lot more utility.
Yes, absolutely. Because that allows now... That changes the dynamic of how your LC has to play, right?
And we were talking about how Bat Rider is the only disabled.
Yeah, speaking of disable, they will find Void Spirit into the Wisp Spirits. He goes and plenty of damage.
Was he trying to steal her? Oh yeah, he
was
got the
trying to steal her, and he stole it, but he pays a bit heavy for that one.
Not worth. He's a big kill.
No, not at all. I think that's nearly now the Sanj for Wisp. It might even be the full Sanj. I think we're 100 gold away for a blink on Centaur, so it's going to be a nice power spike for him.
Yeah, that's his first mistake of the game. He's been playing a flawless 15 minutes on the Void Spirit.
It is. Makoto sometimes reminds me a bit of Carl, where he plays as, there goes the first duel victory over to Masaros in the mid lane. He reminds me of Carl sometimes when he plays a really aggressive, really aggressive, quite flashy heroes, and sometimes he just blinks into 5 enemy heroes thinking he can get away with it. Right.
Similar in some ways, but they are good at different kind of heroes. But I feel like Mikoto is sometimes more suited at playing like the certain win condition mid heroes. But for Carl, because he's too much of a risk taker and he creates so much space, I think it's a waste to put him on a win condition, say like a TA mid or or like an Elk mid.
You're saying that the risk, it's not worth the risk, right?
Yeah, even though Mikoto and Carl there are certain things similar about how they play, but I wouldn't say that they would play the same kind of heroes.
Interesting. Okay. But you're saying Makoto is more suited for a win condition here, like the SF, because, you know, he's going to be pretty calm. He's not going for a blink, Yule's build, you know.
Sometimes, like you said, he still plays too aggressive because it's in his nature.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good player. He's above 10K. I think we have 3 10K, or at least 2 10K heroes, players, rather, here on the side of Boom Esports. I know Dream Cell for sure. FBZ probably. Got to be up there.
10K.
10K MMR. It's a lot of matchmaking points. As speaking of having a lot of gold now will be our Lifestealer, first to break the 10K.
What is
barrier.
he gonna build this game? Is he gonna go for like Desolator?
I'd imagine. You'd think so, right? You'd think he would be going for the Deso, and indeed he is. That's going to be the item right here.
So
it's it.
Halberd seems good too, right? Because you can stop the SF from doing damage.
Yes, you can. As Boombell might be paying quite heavily for this D-Ward. Nice Ice Blast, short range onto Stampede. Nicely done. It's going to be a lasso for a support, and all you give up in exchange really is just to press the attack.
Yeah, and they use Stampede for the kill too.
Yep.
So after the A is alive, it's time to go for the Void Spirit. He's almost going to have a blink on the Centaur.
Oh yeah.
But Dire's going to have the timing soon. They're going to have a blink LC with a Desolator Lifestealer bomb, which is going to be very terrifying.
It is, especially against an ideal target such as FBZ. They're just going to jump in now here. No nakes needed. Can they get the kill? However,
the IO.
he's actually going to be okay. Wisp relocated in along with Kazuki. FBZ still alive, trying to run his way away from this one. Oh, the Ice Blast.
No, he
not
missed.
going to catch him. They did miss, but the extra auto attack coming out from Boombell will snag him. But Lifestealer now in some serious trouble. The Infest Bomb will not save his life as the Wisp rotation.
Why did he actually exit the Infest?
Ooh, yeah, maybe he was going for a bit of a fancy play there. As
the creep, or did he go into a creep and creep died?
I think it must have been a low HP creep there. And perfect timing here as well. I think maybe you're right. He should have stayed in there a bit longer because that Wisp relocate was right about to bring him back. You can see he's right straight back to farming in the top lane. But a great rotation on in. They get 2 cores in exchange for a support and FBZ, who does a great job there to just be a tank and allow the team to rotate back over. It's a risky place to be fighting this early on.
Yeah. But it was pretty crucial here. They initiated with the lift into the duel, but the Ice Blast here didn't land on the Centaur, and they took some more time to kill the Centaur as a result of that.
Yep, they purged
it was
the
actually
open
pretty
wound.
late. Now he was TPing in.
He was TPing in.
He wasn't casting the Ice.
Speaking of Ice Blast, they're going to find one here onto our SF, and they will not.
There goes your win condition. There goes your SF.
That's going to be a bit tough here. Masaro's thinking of looking for more, but he's going to go ahead and back off now. Ooh, yeah, that's a big deal here, and it's a bit. I don't want to say sloppy, but it's a little.
Where was he farming?
Yeah,
tell me, Richie. Tell me where was he farming?
Exactly. Where was he farming? Right. That's my question. I mean, you've seen Motivate.Trust. They've engaged you here on this mid lane already 3 times. It's worked in your favor once, maybe twice, but to try it a 3rd time is really risky.
Yeah.
It's really risky. Our past 3 engagements have all been in the mid lane.
He was farming the dangerous area for sure. I mean, SF is under the category of a hero that could clear the creeps quickly, but I think he died because he cleared the lane and then he was farming the cam on the right.
He's quite vulnerable as well to this lineup here of Motivate.Trust, right? Where he's not a very mobile hero, and Motivate.Trust quite mobile indeed, especially with the Link Dagger on Masaros.
They still want to defend when the SF has no soul.
The ultis are back up. 10 souls doesn't even matter. There's going to be the Infest Hive looking for a target. They're actually hitting with a duel. Plenty of damage. Stampede will not save him. Boombell getting ran down. The Ice Blast only catching onto the Wisp. That might dissuade him here for just a little bit, as FBZ also controlled, cannot get a blink off. Jackie still doing quite well as FBZ goes over to contest the farm, and they have gotten here a route onto our Void Spirit out from the Hill Troll. They're going to go ahead and just try and take a disengage.
They want to re-engage maybe? They have
with the haste actually there onto Fearless, they might decide
He's coming
to go
from
for
the
Makoto does have a DD rune here though, so he's got some serious damage, even if he is missing 5 souls now. Can he get the job done? And the BKB as well. There goes Dream Cell going on to the real core, as you might say, but Jackie able to out-heal. Trying to go for Kescu, but no HP to be gained there. The damage, but the heals along with the toggling of the armlet. Good luck toggling that.
Fight Shadow Fiend with DD and IO plus Abaddon backing him up.
Yep. So the problem is there as well is that he tried to turn over to the Abba to lifesteal off of him, but you don't actually, you only lifesteal the damage you do, right? And because you do negative damage to the Abaddon, technically, you don't heal at all off
Borrowed time, right?
Borrowed time. He popped the borrowed time immediately. He's like, no, you're not healing at all from me.
Yeah, overextending it.
Overextending, and a great job there.
Maybe they didn't know he had BKB completed. That's why they wanted to re-engage.
To be quite honest, that shocked me as well, but a perfectly timed BKB there will put him right back up to 20 souls, collecting a 2nd kill here onto the Lifestealer, and that puts him right back into it despite being down 3k.
You're starting to see the glimpse of how the game is going to pan out after this. The SF is going to be like a huge tank / damage dealer standing in front. He's going to be tethered to the IO. Abaddon is going to be keeping them alive. And Centaur and Batrider is going to be...
Oh my god, they caught the Void Spirit. Look at where he's farming. Across the line into the Fear. Nicely done. Great control. I mean, that's quite literally 2/3 of all the control this entire team has, and they landed onto 1. But they're going to be going on to Dream Cell. He does have the Stampede, but can go absolutely nowhere.
Oh, imagine game going late and the Centaur has Axe as well to save them.
A 40% damage reduction is fantastic.
This is going to be very, very strong later. I can foresee that the SF is standing right in front against 5 heroes. If the Ice Blast does not land on him, or somehow he dodges the Ice Blast, he's not going to be able to be killed by the deity.
No, and even right now, currently, especially with level 1 Ice Blast, they're not going to be able to kill him. He's actually gone for the full pipe on FBZ. I love to see this because he definitely, he recognizes this. Ice Blast is a problem. This magic damage, it's a problem here. We can finish this Crimson later. We can talk about that.
We've seen so many games, the pipe has been a big turning point in the game.
Who's the offlaner? Who's always building it before that you really enjoyed seeing
as well?
Yep.
In the right game is always good. And especially we've been seeing a lot of this Nature's Prophet off lane being picked that didn't work out. And sometimes I feel like Pipe was the item that they needed to go for in certain games. But right now, Masaros is trying to look for an initiation.
Oh, they might find one. Yep, the duel. They want Makoto, but he's in BKB.
Sure?
Ice Blast coming in. That's going to hit him.
Okay, that's good.
That is pretty good.
BKB wasted.
A 9-second BKB there. Hyde might be looking for an engagement, but he's not going to be able to get
that's
one.
actually a really, really good U-turn.
Now they're going to go back in. They've lost nothing except for Ice Blast. And Fest bombed up inside.
They need the Ice Blast to kill him. No Ice Blast, no kill.
I have to agree with you there, my friend. I have to agree with you.
Too much heal, Richie.
Not enough right click. You might be able to out-sustain them, but with a Wisp, that's quite a risky proposition. Trying to out-sustain him. There's going to be some control on the FPZ.
He's pretty tanky.
They're not. They're just taking him in, I think. Well, Masaru coming in, though. They get the Bat Rider over the terrain. There's the Stampede trying
He's
to
not
turn this
dying.
one. He is not dying. The Aphotic Shield. Ice Blast, though, coming right back in.
Oh, he
it's
missed.
gonna miss. It will connect one and get the kill onto FPZ, but there's going to be now the lasso. That's going to net them the kill onto the LC, as well as getting netted up will
The
be
Life Stealer
Masaru's.
cannot fight this Shadow Fiend.
No, he's not able to do so, even without the BKB. That was relatively a good engagement there, Winter. What went wrong? Just the Ice Blast?
Mostly the Ice Blast. They didn't kill the Bat Rider, then he got the lasso off. That's why they got the kill on the LC after that. I think he was trying to land it on 2 heroes and he didn't land it on the Centaur. They still killed the the Bat Rider. They still killed both of them, the Centaur, but it wasn't really worth it for them in the end.
The Bat Rider was immediately more dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Not because you need that dual damage, just because that's 1/3 of the control the team has.
You jump in, you have to eliminate the first target with the duel. After that, if you don't kill the first hero, then he casts some spells, then it's fine for him to die after that. He doesn't care. He takes the LC with him, and it becomes a bad trade for Trust because it's a support for a core in the end of the day.
Rubik stole Tyler, by the way. Always a funny spell to see him use. Never know when that might come in handy. And the Aghanim Scepter completed here on our Void Spirit, so I think we might see him play a little bit more aggressive. Maybe you might even say without fear or fearless, perhaps. There we go.
The silence is going to be crucial for him to... His job is basically to go behind the back line and silence either the IO, even the Bat Rider or the Abaddon. There's 3 heroes.
Yeah, the Abba would be great, but that's an even better catch. I thought that was the SF. I apologize. It's just a Bat Rider. That's okay. He was doing his job.
Tanking the gang.
Tanking the gang.
And just picking up a bounty rune. He got the bounty rune.
Yep.
Woof.
Only an extra 20 damage, total of 40 dual damage. The kill score is a little bit deceiving. Most of these did happen really early on.
He's not buying Axe, he's buying BKB. BKB.
Sure. He's going, I think he's going, no.
I'm the win condition.
He's going, the level 20 talent is not good enough. We're looking for that level 25 attacks tethered
with
targets.
this build, do you just go for the cooldown on relocate?
Yeah, I would. I would say so. I think that's a. I would, because you're gonna get the talent regardless at 30 anyway. If the game actually goes that late. Yeah, definitely. So it is gonna be the SF, but piggybacking off of that will be the Wisp. So the important person to disarm, of course, will always be the SF, because if you disarm the Wisp, it's not going to stop the attack from coming through.
Oh, yeah.
Jackie, they're going to catch him. Oh, Masaru, though, he's not nearby enough. Then Rage. Oh, yeah, that's actually a good point.
Oh, nice ulti.
They're going to catch through. That's going to prevent actually the Ice Blast from coming in, and that's going to be a free kill onto one. They are going to be debuffed, however, but Makoto pops the BKB, looking to continue to fight Jackie, jumping in to distract him. Will be fearless. He's got to distract him, and he will sacrifice
And he got silenced by the Abaddon's passive.
Oh, actually got hit 4 times.
4 right clicks.
First
5
anyway.
Abaddon silences him, and he used the yield on another hero, so he couldn't get out of it.
I like this, going straight into Roche. What a fantastic Requiem there.
Look at how strong they are right now. Sure, we've been talking about, oh, they only have 1 disable. They don't really have much reliable stuns, but they are very strong when they're standing together.
What do you do? Does Motivate just not fight them? Maybe just go for simple pickoffs and that's it?
Yeah, they have heroes to do that. They just felt like, because they had like a 4 or 5k lead, they felt like, oh, we are actually stronger than them. But they sort of like underestimated that when they're standing together with the IO and your Ice Blast does not land, or somehow he couldn't land it in time, you're not going to be able to kill anything. His Ice Blast is actually the most important weapon in their arsenal right now.
It is. It's quite important getting rid of all that sustain.
Because they don't have a vessel, right? Nobody has a vessel, so there's no way for them to stop all that healing.
What? You don't need a vessel. You pick the vessel carry, or the vessel hero, right?
Yeah.
That's what AA is for. You don't pick him for cold feet. You don't pick him for the chilly fingers. I don't know.
Chilly fingers.
Chilly fingers, indeed. Still has that Yule, so it's going to be a little bit tougher to kill him. Makoto, though, no ulti, no Stampede, no Recco, but there's the Bat Rider. Onto the one target he goes. Is that going to be enough damage for Makoto? The lockdown is there. Spell stolen will be the hoof stop. Ice Blast here connecting onto 4. Actually hitting 5 heroes with the debuff, but they can't really fight this without their LC. In fact, Fearless has to keep running away for his life.
Yeah, lifesteal wasn't there, so there's no damage coming in.
There wasn't even a Wisp there either.
Bottom tower is under
No,
attack.
this is
No, there was. I think he relocated.
I mean, this is starting to feel like the fights are getting harder and harder and harder for them. They don't have enough damage. They don't have enough control. I think the main problem is definitely going to be the damage. Once Ice Blast lands, they have to kill them. If they don't have enough to kill them during that period of time, during the debuff, they're going to have a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nerfed as well. You can no longer just build an Axe and forget about it. You know, 18-second debuff on Ice Blast. Now it's going to be I think it's down to 12 or 11. Just the regular
look at his build. He's just building the IO as like a carry. He's building AC.
Yeah, he's just building regular items. He saw God King Huali in play.
Who says I need an Aghanims on IO?
Not at all. But that's kind of why I would like to see it, though, right, to the Aghanims, because at this point, the fights are really difficult for Motivate.Trust Gaming. He's about to hit level 20. He would probably have enough farm here with the Ags. I think it's not unreasonable to say. Or for the Ags, rather. That'd be one half of a power spike on
He
top.
just needs to wait for the Roshan's Aghanims.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why do I need to build it?
Why do I need to build it? So, yeah, I do suspect he's going to be willing to go for the relocate, especially since Motivate seemingly are very willing to engage them in fights.
Look at the creep he has. He has an Alpha Wolf. So in the team fights, the Shadow Fiend is going to dish out a tremendous amount of damage. And even the IO himself, because he's building pretty much carry items.
Yeah. He's got a lot of strength, this Wisp. 110. A lot of damage for him. Team's going to smoke up as Dream Assaults continue to farm. Much like the Spectre, we'll see him when the fight starts to break out. The question is, who can they catch? The LC is an ideal target for sure.
AA. They need to kill AA.
That would be worth it.
If AA is dead, the fight, I don't think they can win the fight on Dire.
I'm surprised they decided against going for that, as I think that sentry just out of range, unfortunately. So they're going to have vision in the same spot, but not know that each other. Oh, now you're going to know. See you later, LC. Baiting them there with the ward. Rubik trying to save the life here, but in comes the Wisp with the damage. Is it going to be enough? Silenced once will be Masaros. They're going to silence him a second time, but it's unnecessary, as now Jackie will be fighting. They did use the Stampede here to close the gap, but Jackie with the Enrage. The Golden Retriever set is free to now go on his walkies, and off back to the high ground he goes.
I think they didn't expect there was vision there. That's why the LC was trying to walk up and maybe find an initiation there.
They literally, I think, just dewarded, actually. They just dewarded the sentries. It's safe to fire. It's safe to farm. It's safe to farm. You can see they both know that there's vision there. The false sense of security given by the Observer would, oh my goodness, the jump onto the Bat Rider. Okay, interesting. Pretty heavy commitment, but you do get something in return at least. Burn more time off of this Aegis. We can see, though, Makoto, he knows his role here. He's not, well, he's pushing quite far here, to be fair, but
he has Aegis.
But before, yeah, he's got Aegis, he's got Butterfly and a BKB. He's not really too scared, but he definitely knows. He's just here shoving waves, farming it up. He's going to farm his way probably back over to the triangle, maybe smoke up with his team yet again, as he still have a little bit left with his Aegis.
I mean, I feel like the Bat Rider or the Centaur just has one job. I think mostly the Bat Rider. Just grab the A. If the A is dead, no Ice Blast, I don't think they can kill any of the cores. The Centaur or the Shadow Fiend is not going to die.
No, especially not with a Wisp supporting him here, or an Abba. It's a bit difficult, though, because if you grab the AA, the LC simply just purges, and then you're back to square one.
Yeah, they have to just play around. Does he have like a Yules to stop the LC or anything on the Bat Rider? Just a blink?
Yeah, something, right? Just some sort of disable it. A silence, actually, an Orchid would be great. LC.
Maybe the Centaur could just go for the LC. Like that, they just need to communicate it. If the Centaur is going for A, then the Bat goes for LC. Bat goes for A, Centaur goes for LC.
It's a bit tough though, right? Because it's not like you have redundant lockdown here. You really don't.
Yeah, but they have infinite sustain if A dies. If you can't die, you don't need stuns.
Sure. Okay. Oh, Smoke's going to break. Makoto actually going to break the Smoke. They are going to be jumping the Wisp. Ice Blast will be more than enough. In fact, it's FBZ running really fast, quite right into it. He does have buyback though, and it can always relocate back into the fight. Hyde in some trouble. They're controlling him, but there's going to be a bit of cold feet odds in. They're not going to be able to catch him. And Fearless actually in a bit of an awkward position here. There is actually a Flaming Lasso. The half on the LC from behind. There's going to be the portal to relocate on in. Then nice job there setting up the Aether Remnant though to lock him down. And along with that Aegis expiring, I think that was a good bait out of the buyback.
Retreat. Carry IO buying back. Instant reset. Yeah, didn't really lose too much, just the LC.
I think they're going to be looking to force the buyback, though. Immediately TPing to the outpost, freshly captured will be ESL, and they actually have a pretty strong push here coming up, even without the Aegis.
They need... How do they need to do this? They need to kill the IO.
Oh, there. It's that easy to force a buyback. Actually, Makoto in some serious trouble. Good 4-step out in the sustain. Oh, he did get the BKB off. Can the Wisp sustain it? Yes, he can. It's not even close.
Yeah,
Makoto now going for the ulti. Nice. Actually does catch the AA yet again. And as you say, it has been Ice Blast consistently. Jackie, though, is going to continue man fighting now onto Hyde. He's in a really bad position here, though. Still has that enraged, so he's going to be able to walk himself back up to the high ground along with the Glimmer Cape. So he's actually A-OK. Q actually going for a bit more. They do have the ulti here now on the ABBA. Fearless actually taking an Astral Step out. No longer has any to... Well, he still has one actually to play with. But again, boom, I think they're going to keep on going. They actually got a dieback there out from the LC. Still having a creep wave that they're now going to fortify. Ooh, this could be a lane of barracks, perhaps. The issue is Ice Blast has such a short cooldown, doesn't it?
Yeah, but they didn't land it on the Shadow Fiend. That's why they couldn't kill him. They're so close to killing him. But they just too much sustain, you know, from the IO.
Here we go, our Wisp running on in as they Bat Rider going for a bit of a kill. Oh, yet again, great control on FBZ. That's going to prevent the release. Finally, they'll get it out. The debuff will catch a few heroes, but they don't get that damage, and they already have to back off.
That's so good. They understood they just need to kill the A or stop him.
A big catch there. BKB back off cooldown here for Makoto. Level 22. Jackie's going to try and man fight him here. And no, there's going to be the control. And with no LC here, he's in some serious trouble being dragged all the way back, trying to life steal off of Kesku, but he's going to pop that borrow time yet again. Makoto, though, will be controlled. The Wisp, though, ESL BKB'd up, healing him through quite easily without even an issue. Didn't even break a sweat. Makoto still ready to go in, has a BKB. There's going to be an LC kill for him for free. Thank you very much. And 2 more kills. It's just been a constant high ground siege here. High octane.
Just way too much sustain, you know?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's really all it is. The AA is going to respawn here, but Boom Esports, they're going to back off. They have no reason to continue pushing, having not gotten that tier 2 bottom yet.
Yeah, just wonderful execution from them in the team fight. They lost their lanes, but it didn't stop them from, you know, doing what their heroes are capable to do when they hit their timings, especially when the Shadow Fiend just got his first BKB. That allowed them to win their first fight. Then after that, they were playing really well with all the sustain, the heals from the IO and the Abaddon.
He did go for the really quick cooldown, as you can see, taking the left level 20 talent.
So then at 25, you get obviously you get the attack, right?
You obviously, yeah. I don't think that's even a question. He's going for the AC. It's going for minus armor. The SF has a pretty serious attack speed right now, buffed even further by the Curse of Avernus, which somehow they're actually landing onto cores. It's great. It's
I mean,
really
you're
great.
Abaddon. What are you going to do in the fights? You just run in and silence
You just run in and silence them, try and hit them. You're just ready for the Dispel, you know. Pop your ulti to make sure the lifestealer doesn't
right now
regen.
they have the Axe on the Centaur too, so good luck killing any heroes.
Yeah, especially during that Stampede.
Like even with the Ice Blast now, it might still be difficult for him to kill. He's gonna need to just pop his pipe and pop his Stampede to keep people alive.
Yeah, Stampede though, it's got a problem where it's kind of a one-way ticket though, isn't it? It's not like using just one Astral Step. That's committing both Astral Steps, especially if you Stampede in or you Stampede out.
It's just for the damage reduction.
It is. It is. But that's what I'm saying. It can get you on a one-way ticket to you know, you can get on the pain train.
That's all they need though. You think about how the fights are gonna play out. If LC blinks in, he dual summon, and with the Ice Blast on top, and you pop the Stampede and the hero doesn't die.
Oh, he's not.
Well, they are not gonna win the fight.
That's true, right? That's really all they need. They just need that extra 5 or what is it, 4 seconds there of the damage immunity or damage reduction. rather. 40%.
Damage immunity.
Well, yeah. Let's not be ridiculous.
That would be OS Frog.
That's OS Frog. It's not like there's a hero that has also a strong dispel and the heal that's pure damage and a really good passive called Omni Knight that has damage immunity. But that's okay. We don't talk about that guy. He's not really good right now.
Bias casted.
Bias caster, of course.
When he talk about heroes that he likes.
Well, it's not necessarily true. Going for the Divine Rapier, though, is Jackie. He's actually nearly got the goal, but he's right near and could be the target of a gank. Smokes break there on the illusions from Makoto.
They see him.
Oh, they do see him. This could be absolutely massive. Masaro's not too far behind, though. Needs to get closer for the Dispel, but the Force Staff going to drag him to his death. Oh, no.
All right.
Well,
that should be game.
Well, no, he's got buyback.
Wow. Oh, he didn't finish the...
He did not finish it. He was literally going to buy it, and he got caught there. So he does have
counting
buyback.
his lucky stars, maybe.
Counting his lucky star. Oh, thank God I didn't just buy Rapier and feed a Rapier. That would have been definitely GG. So he does have the buyback. Dreamersol.
Wait, where are the creeps?
Yeah, I'm not really sure he's.
He wanted to cut the creeps. There's no creeps.
They've already been cut, allegedly. It looks like. He's just going to be chilling here for a few more seconds.
Who was it? Who was it?
Who cut my creep?
Who stole my farm?
There we go, though. Just having Makoto up front. He's going to be able to really tank through everything here without a problem. There's going to be the stolen. My goodness, stolen lasso, and look at that. Dreamersol is unable to retrieve him. He actually does not have the relocate available yet. Still with Aegis, still with BKB, though. It's going to be Shadow Friend. Jackie buying back here, trying to mad fight, but there's the Stampede to get them all right back to safety. Are they going to go ahead and back off here, maybe? Try and just push that tier 2 bottom now, now that they've gotten the buyback out from Jackie? Is that the game plan? No need to force it. Go for the megas?
Yeah. They're so strong right now. I feel like they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. There was quite literally a 5-minute siege. Dreamersol, he's going to make him wait. He's going to make him wait for just a second here as he's having some issues.
Fun fact, he's the biggest memer on their team.
I believe it.
You believe it?
I believe it.
Why?
Well, because you're the biggest memer I've ever casted with.
And so if I say someone else is a memer,
that means they're a very serious memer. Yeah, there you go. It's always funny. I like the differences in regions. You know, in here in SCA, they just say wait or pause or just pee. You know. In SA, they usually type out some reason that may or may not be true. My favorite one, I think, was either Pain or something, or Infamous, where they said, it was in Spanish, obviously. They said, "Can you guys wait a second? There's a garbage truck driving around the street." And that was the reason they paused. Just garbage truck.
I'm sure there are more ridiculous reasons. Hey guys, I know, I need to take a cigarette break right now. Too stressful.
Here they go, though. They're stressful indeed. Motivate.Trust, actually, they've got a pretty nice wraparound going, but with no one on the high ground, I think Boom Esports, they're going to know what's going on. Smokes will break, and there's AA. He's going to go down. GG. Can they actually try and turn the sports up on the high ground? It's not going to save him. A big investment out from Jackie +1, but there we go. The LC getting dragged right away from that fight. No buyback available there. Jackie now just getting melted by Makoto, and the GGs will be dropped dead for 2 minutes. Boom Esports take game number 1 in IO with 2 ends of the game, actually, with 40 duels.